Hello, good day, everybody. I'm your host, Clip, host of the Khalil Sports Board, live right here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll get you guys the fact that Bama has won their 7th college football title, by the way, and that's the best news yet. And that's Nick Saban's the GOAT. We all know that for sure. Whether or not Devonta Smith is going to be considered going to the 2020 NFL draft, and that's a big one right there. I'll get you guys to the fact that Bill Belichick would not be getting the Medal of Freedom more than what happened last week. Get you guys to that. More Doug Peterson being released. I'll get you guys to that for sure. I'll talk with you guys also about the fact that the Hornets defeated the Knicks 109-80. Tell you guys about the fact that University of Kentucky baseball and college basketball star Ben Jordan was deceased at 22. 2 NHL games are going to be played. 2 outdoors in Lake Tahoe, by the way. So that's interesting news. That's going to be starting in February. And the Bucks defeating the Magic 120-99. And new arcade cabinets, new arcade one-up cabinets being shown at CES 2021. I'll get you guys to sure. I'll tell you what the names are and the titles of them are. So that's all there is I'm going to say on that, everybody. So all those you need to know. So first things first, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start things off with the fact that Bama has won their 7th college football title, by the way, after they defeated Ohio State 52-24. Honestly, guys, even though Devonta Smith, he did have a bit of an injury. He had a bit of a dislocated finger. He was named the offensive MVP, by the way. And you had Christian Barmore. He was also named the defensive MVP. And that's music to my ears there. I can tell you that. The question is exactly we need to ask ourselves, though, is will Devonta finally go to the 2020 NFL draft? That's a big question we got to ask ourselves here, everybody. We know Trevor Lawrence is in there. So Mac Jones, nor even Devonta Smith declared for the 2020 NFL draft. That's a big question you guys can ask yourselves. I mean, Devonta Smith, he is the Heisman Trophy winner. We all know that for sure. So I could be saying that this is a good option for him. Now, even though he did have a dislocated finger in that game, he sat out that entire game. So honestly, needless to say, I think that Bama win their 7th college football title is the best thing we've ever seen. And honestly, that's all there's. I mean, Nick Saban, he did surpass Bear Bryant, by the way. I can tell you that much. But I can tell you that. And this is a much needed victory. Justin Fields wasn't at 100%. I mean, he may not have played his best game though. But the other issue though is that Jalen Waddle should not have played in that game. So by the injury he has sustained, and you get NFL players and all the other individuals discussing it, and they weren't having it at all. So Jalen Waddle shouldn't have been benched in that game. Should just sat out. That's just ridiculous. So. Congrats to Bama winning their 7th college football title, by the way, with Nick Saban, 52-24, and that's the best news yet. I can tell you that, though. That's all you need to know, everybody. Also, another news I want to get into, by the way, that Bill Belichick will not be getting the Medal of Freedom Award. He declined in that, despite what happened at the U.S. Capitol raid last week. And honestly, that's a good move for him. He won't be getting it from the Trumpkisser, so I can tell you that much. Despite all those Trumpkisser supporters raiding the U.S. Capitol last week, and that did not sit with anybody. I can tell you that right now. So clearly, something is to be said though about that. But honestly, yes, he may be friends with. Kraft may be friends with Trumpkisser, even though Belichick may have been as well. But honestly, Bill Belichick declining to get the Medal of Freedom Award, best thing he's ever done. Best thing that he's ever done in his career. I'll tell you that. So no more going to the White House or Belichick. I can tell you that's about that U.S. Capitol raid, and that's all there is you need to know on that. That's the reason why he's not going to be getting the Medal of Freedom Award from that Trump kisser himself. So that's all there is you need to know on that, everybody. And well, that's the reason why. So congrats on that. Awesome others I want to get into, by the way, that the Hornets defeat the Knicks 109-88. Gordon and Hayward had 34 points, 3 rebounds and assists, 1 block. Devonte Graham had 19 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals. PJ Washington, I think 14 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals. PJ Washington, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. Kevin Knox, second, had 19 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. Elfrid Payton scored 15 points, 6 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals. Julius Randle had 11 points, 5 rebounds and assists, 1 block. Austin Rivers had 13 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist and steals. and a steal. RJ Barrett 11 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. Now the Bucks defeated the Magic 121-99. The Greek Freak scored 22 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Khris Middleton scored 20 points, had 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Bobby Portis had 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 block. Jrue Holiday 19 points, 3 rebounds, and assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. Nikola Vucevic had 28 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists. Aaron Gordon had 21 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. Best as yet there, I can tell you. Wiz defeated the Suns 120-107. Bradley Beal scored 34 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Davis Bertans had 18 points, 2 rebounds, and assists. Raul Netos had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and assists. Rui Hachimura had 10 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. Devin Booker had 33 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, and a block. CB3 had 14 points, 5 rebounds, 11 assists, and 1 steal. That's all there is you need to know on that, everybody. Also, the Hawks defeated the Sixers 120-94. The process, Joel Embiid scored 24 points, had 11 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. Ice Trae Young had 26 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal. DeAndre Hunter had 15 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal. Clint Capella had 12 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, steal, and a block. And then Cam Reddish scored 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. That's all there is you need to know on that, everybody. That's best news yet. Also, another I'm going to get into, by the way. 2 NHL games will be going outdoors starting February in Lake Tahoe, by the way. That's starting February 20th and 21st, where you'll see the Avalanche take on the Golden Knights, and also the Bruins will take on the Flyers. So once again, everybody, 2 NHL games will be played outdoors in Lake Tahoe starting February 20th and the 21st. That's the Avalanche versus the Golden Knights, and you'll see the Bruins take on the Flyers. So that's the best news. Yeah, I can tell you that, though, and that's all there is for that. So all you need to know, everybody, on that. So that's my toy. Also, some really sad news here that University of Kentucky baseball and basketball player Ben Jordan has been deceased at 22. It's very clear what his death was, what led to it, and that's all there's need to know. Thoughts, prayers out to Kentucky, to all of his family members, throughout Ben Jordan's family members, all his fans, all his viewers of this horrific loss, and that's not looking good there. That's all there is you need to know, everybody. So another more to it. Also, others I want to get into, by the way, that even though Doug Peterson, he has finally been released as Eagles coach, by the way. He's only got like 1 Super Bowl in his grasp, which we all know for sure. But honestly, I think it's safe to say that this may have something to do with, Doug with Carson Wentz, who's been garbage since. And the fact is that they wouldn't necessarily allow him to play anymore. Carson Wentz, it was garbage, so they relied on Jalen Hurts. So why would you want to bench Jalen Hurts at the last quarter of that game? That I know because you're struggling a bit. Because even though Doug Peterson, where there were some times where he was, however, going to and consider staying where he's at, but that's not going to happen. So instead, he got released. And honestly, what's it going to say with Jalen Hurts? What's it going to say for Carson Wentz himself? And the fact is that Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson, they never got along. They weren't even on the same page anymore. They're not. That relationship was just fractured. And you just can't say what you want, though. So he knew what ensued with Carson Wentz. He knew that Carson Wentz was garbage. He knew that the truth hurts, though. But now it's gotten a little in depth, though, because the fact is that Doug Peterson is not released, and you only got 1 Super Bowl in your hands. What is that going to say right there? What is it going to do about Carson Wentz? Why is Carson Wentz released as well? Why is it? Doug Peterson been released as Eagles coach, but why is it Carson Wentz released? That's the question we need to ask ourselves here, everybody. And who's the next coach for the Eagles? That's the big question we got to know for sure. So that's something that we all need to know. And honestly, this may be a big surprise to a lot of people, though, I can tell you that much. So that's all there is you need to know, everybody. Also, another news that Kyrie Irving's being investigated for going maskless at a family gathering party. And that's not looking good that he made broken COVID-19 rules, and he could be fined and disciplined for that. And that's not looking good there. I can tell you that much. So honestly, not looking good there. Also, another news that Alexa Bliss hit Randy Orton with a fireball last night on Monday Night Raw. Oh my goodness! Could this mean that probably the Fiend's returning? I don't know about that. Maybe not. I mean, Randy Orton did burn the Fiend at TLC. We all know that for sure. That Firefly Inferno match was a really good match. And after Triple H took on Randy Orton, by the way, Triple H Sledgehammer was on fire. That right there was incredible. I'll tell you, that was really incredible. But Alexa Bliss throws a fireball at Randy Orton. Oh my goodness! Wow, that's a lot. I mean, this is almost like how Kane threw a fireball at China. Even Scar Bordeaux putting a Scar Bordeaux and Keith Lee putting a fireball on Keith Lee. Oh my goodness, that was something right there. That was the contract offer for the NXT. Top goodness, that was something right there. And then Alexa Bliss throwing a fireball at Randy Orton. Oh my goodness, wow. That's oh my goodness, wow. That says a lot right there. But oh my goodness, that's the best storyline there. So that's all you need to know, everybody, on that. So Randy Orton got hit with a fireball by Alexa Bliss, and honestly, that says a lot right there. So another more to you know, everybody. Also, just another news. I want to tell you guys about the fact that there were some new arcade 1-up cabinets being named at the CES 2021. They were announced, by the way. Killer Instinct 1 and 2, Battletoads and Double Dragon, X-Men 4-player arcade, Captain America and Avengers, Eventually Galactic Storm, Dragon's Lair 1 and 2, Space Ace, and then you have Bandai Namco Legacy arcade cabinets. You got Pac-Man, you got Pac-Land, Pac-Man Plus, Super Pac-Man, Pac-and-Pal, Pac-Mania, Galaxian, Galaga, Dig Dug and Dig Dug 2, Mappy and Rompers. Then you got Pong, you have Circus Atari, Pong Doubles, Pong Sports, Quadra Pong, Warlords, and Super Breakout, and then Atari Legacy Edition, Asteroids Deluxe, Centipede, Major Hog, Missile Command, Aka R, Crystal Castles, Tempest, Millipede, Gravatar, the Liberator, and the Space Duel. Best news yet there. And also some Capcom Legacy cabinets, by the way. Yes, 1944, Commando, Darkstalkers, Final Fight, Ghost and Goblin, Street Fighter 2, Champion Edition, World Warrior, Turbo, Super Street Fighter 2, New Challengers, and Turbo and Strider. So those are your new arcade 1-up cabinets. By the way, you can check them out on the website, by the way, everybody. And that's all there's you need to know. So that's the best news yet there. And that will say a lot right there. So that's another more too you need to know about that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will do right there for the Khalil Level Sports Board. Like, subscribe to the Khalil Level Sports Board YouTube channel and Facebook page by any and all means necessary. Be sure you send me your comments, your tweets, your results, your thoughts on Arcade walking out a 7-time college football chance. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts on Bill Belichick declining on the Medal of Freedom Award from that Trumpkisser himself? What are your thoughts about that? I'll just respond to sure. What are your thoughts on 2 NHL games being played at Lake Tahoe on February 20th to 21st? What are your thoughts about that? I'll just respond to sure. Maybe they should do them more often. Let me know, but sure, I'll just respond to that. They're outdoors, by the way, everybody. Your thoughts on Devonta Smith and Christian Barmore being the offensive defensive MVPs. What are your thoughts about that? I'll just respond to sure, everybody, and that's all there is you need to know. That's the best news. What are your thoughts on Alex Bliss throwing a fireball at Randy Orton, by the way? Thoughts about that? Best news yet there, I can tell you. So that's all there's you need to know. That's all I can say on that. So, no more to it. I buy more breaking news from types of what he's doing so much. And then you think I'm in trouble, by the way, fine and discipline for going masses at a family gathering party. What thoughts about that? I'll just respond to the shirt button. That's all there's you need to know. I buy more breaking news from types of what he's doing so much and a whole lot more than clothes, sports, but everything sports related. That's all there's you need to know. So take care, everybody. You guys have a good day. Please be safe out there. Bye-bye.